So one of the things that we're very passionate about here at Macronet Services is customer success. And so we do offer a complete, comprehensive customer success consulting offering for many organizations across the world. It doesn't matter if you are a small, early stage, scrappy startup to a well-established Fortune 1000 company. Everyone wants to ensure that their customers are having the best desired outcome that they expected as they partner with you. So I have experience. I've built multiple customer success organizations independently of Macronet, and I know what it's like to be in charge of that customer journey and the pressures and the opportunities and the excitement that go along with that. So what we wanted to offer is something much different. And basically the whole mentality of this is not just regurgitating a lot of the material that's out there. We know that many of your organizations that you've worked with share some of these same best practices, but where you get stalled often is at your leadership level, even maybe from the CEO on down. And so utilizing our experience on building people, process, the proper metrics, and helping you to grow and reduce churn is something that we're very passionate about. And having that independent voice back into your organization helps folks like yourself get those things that you need, whether it is the people, the process, the tools and things that are necessary to support your customers. However, one of the areas that we see very different across many customer success firms is that they're not using all of the right technology. If I think about how customers are connecting with their client base today, many of them are using a cell phone, and that's not a bad thing. But what happens if a CSM leaves your organization and all of the material and communication is simply left on that SMS text that's on their phone? So we know how to actually help organizations take all of the great things that you've learned on supporting customers through their journey and their life cycle, but adding the right technology as well. So we'll start analyzing how you're supporting customers today, how you're going through the retention process and how you're communicating onboarding, and then also all the way down to your NPS and health scores. But then what we really want to make sure of is that are you using the right technology that exists? And it doesn't mean you have to spend a tremendous amount of OpEx to go achieve that. But now that we're in this virtual world, how are you communicating to customers outside of just using a cell phone? And so there's a lot of different ways that you can almost take some of the best learnings from a virtual contact center and implement that into your customer success methodology. So we'll help customers look at ways for training. So if you have a new CSM, how do you as a manager or a supervisor or head of CS, how do you barge in or listen in on conversations with customers? You can't necessarily do that if I'm just using my standard cell phone. So we'll help customers understand how to take that technology and use the right applications that can go onto your mobile device so your CSMs can still continue that same process, but give you tools to listen in on conversations without interrupting, or perhaps whispering on the back end to one of your CSMs to coach them through those first initial discussions with your new client. That's great for retention, especially if you have an unhappy customer or a customer that's looking to vastly reduce their monthly recurring revenue with you. So that's one area, but also a dispersed workforce. There's no reason that you have to have all of this technology in your office now, especially post-COVID. So what we're helping customers do is achieve their desired outcome of building a world-class customer success organization, but utilizing technology as its paramount requirement. The other area that we're helping in customer success for many organizations is what we're really doubling down on is our customer success as a service. We realize that for certain organizations, there's seasonality. There's also a time period where perhaps you signed a lot of new customers on, and so that retention period comes up annually, and it causes you a little extra heartache. We also realize that sometimes you have churn within your organization, hopefully a good churn. You've promoted a CSM into a leadership role, or they've taken on other aspects of your organization for a new career move. And so how do you move with the changing tides? So we can provide customer success as a service as needed to provide individuals on a fractional basis to support you in those efforts. I mean, if you think about retention and having somebody that's experienced with retaining customers and can quickly control their learning curve on your product set and your work motion, wouldn't that be beneficial to try to renew those customers in this customer success as a service model while you take your really high talented CSMs and have them focus on onboarding and supporting other critical customers? So those are existing areas that we're helping as customer success as a service. The other area is as you start to expand. You may be testing the waters in a new product or a new geographic location. And so that's another area to tap into someone fractionally, because you're not taking the full breadth of bringing on a full-time employee, but you're also bringing on somebody that has experience in customer success. So our customer success consulting can vary from just helping you with existing areas that you have today, but also building on top of that for the future. So if you're interested in hearing more about customer success consulting from Macronet, please contact us. We'd love to give you a quick assessment. We'd love to help understand your business a little bit more and how we might be able to assist you. And more importantly, we just want to help others in the ecosystem in this journey that we have together with our clients. Thank you.